real good here. He's putting down bunkers, barracks, walling off, and turrets in each
But he
mineral
has to
line.
be quick enough to get into those bunkers. I mean, if those banelings take out all the marines, these mutilisks are going to have
And
basically the whole
The
base for
Terran player is
themselves.
actually producing a Raven right now.
Yeah, well,
Quite
he,
interesting. And they are good against mutas.
I think that Raven is just to be able to
Scout the creep
scout.
gamers.
Yeah, and he is getting down missile turrets, so I think he did scout the mutilisks.
Yeah.
So Pineapple is going for some aggression of his own, being able to. He's able to pick off a few buildings here and there.
And I wondered, I mean, the Serpler is going for mutas and banelings with and centrifugal hooks is on the way. And there's a drop in the Zerg main with a couple of marines, but they will be cleaned up with a lot of banelings. But the thing is
Yeah,
now,
well,
I mean, this actually he revealed what he's gonna do. I mean, a lot of banelings, uh, and the Terran player has a couple of tanks, and I think he's producing even more. Even
but that medevac and the chop, the complete chop was killed right here. But he has those mutilisks are able to pick off those tanks if those marines don't get uh, positioned correctly.
and the third is actually
Using
finished
mutilisks.
for the Zerg player.
Another expansion, so that's 3 expansions versus 2.
I wonder if we're gonna see a slow push here from the Terran player, but I mean, the mobility of the Zerg player with a lot of links, being links, mutas.
The I think he knows he shouldn't go on the creep, because if he goes too far into the creep, he can get surrounded so easily, because that creep highway not only provides speed, but also visibility, so he knows exactly where the army is. And it's a few banelings can kill that entire bunch of marines, and then the mutilisks can just clean up the tanks.
There's 50 mutas here harassing, and I mean, the mutas are doing a good job just keeping the Terran in his base.
But this game is... It's amazing how Skyner was able to get back into this game after losing nearly all of his workers. It's just amazing.
Oh, Thor's on the way. I mean, but that's a good response to the 15 mutas you've seen. So,
But apparently Skyner really wants to get this mutas, so maybe Pineapple could use those mutilisks to draw most of the marines away from the tanks, and then have the Zerglings attack the tanks. And Thor's coming out right here. I hope he's not going to use the
and
banelings to kill the rocks.
Mutas actually killed the third of Skinder.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, he's double expanding. He's gonna double expand the Zerg player, so he's gonna be on 5 bases.
Yeah, I think Pineapple knows that Skyrim cannot do so much. I mean, if gets on the creep, those banelings could take out his entire force, really. And I think if you can take a look at the minerals in his main, you'll see that's probably not going to be a lot left. So
No, he's actually mined out, and there's a lot of SCVs at the natural, and he lost the third, so no SCV transfer is possible for him.
as you can see, Pineapple is a really
Oh, here's the push here.
patient player. If he doesn't have to attack, he won't, and he will just get ahead more and more in macro.
He's walking away. Oh, he's exposing all his tanks, so he's gonna lose almost half his tanks.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, Skyler went on the creep right here, and it...
Oh, a smart move is
so
moving in
dangerous.
from behind with the banelings and the links, and moving in with all the mutas. This should be GG.
This is why it's so dangerous to go on the creep.
Oh, and Skinder
Wow.
GG's.